The Giants and Austin Hedges behind the plate today. The 22-year-old making his first major league start. And I caught up with him a little bit ago to see how the nerves are holding up this morning.
Just being here the last few days, it's slowly sinking in, and I think, I don't know, I guess I'll just have to wait and see. Right now I feel pretty good. Just focusing on going out and getting ready for the game, and I guess I'll be able to let you know better after.
How much time did you get to work with Ian Kennedy during spring training, and how well do you know him?
We got to work quite a bit. Didn't get many game action with him. He came down to pitch in a minor league game, and I got to catch him there, which was nice. But I've known him for a few years. We have the same agent, worked out together a little bit, and this spring got to know each other quite a bit better.
And there was a moment before anyone came out, he was sitting in the dugout by himself, soaking it up, and his family's here to see it too. His first major league start for the 22-year-old, but they'll need a big performance out of Ian Kennedy today. A stopper on the mound. They would like some run support too. Maybe the bats get heated up as well, as we've got Game 3 coming up from the Bay Area when we return.
The cutoff man, and he's in head first. Reaches out, punches that to right. He caught him sleeping, and he makes a triple out of him. Now the ball hit well to right field. Back, and off the wall. Crawford diving, took that one right out of center field.
Final game of this series coming up between the Padres and the Giants. San Francisco has won a season-high 5 consecutive games. They took the first 2 in this series. Monday night behind Madison Bumgarner. Last night behind Ryan Vogelsong. What a day here in San Francisco. Temperatures in the mid-upper 50s and very sunny. With Mark Grant and Chris Budden, I'm Jesse Agler. Big one today for the Padres as they are at the start of a long road trip that will also take them to Arizona and Seattle. Starting lineup for the Padres brought to you by Toyota. Will Myers back in the lineup, leading off, playing center field. Corey Spangenberg gets a second consecutive start. We saw him at second base last night. He's at third. And Yonder Alonso back in the lineup, which is nice to see after missing the first 2 games of this series following a hit by pitch against the Rockies on Sunday.
And right-hander Chris Heston, he's a homegrown Giant. This 27-year-old is making his 6th start. You're going to see a lot of sinkers, ladies and gentlemen. He works for ground balls, and he's got arm side run on that sinker. So try to get in on the right-handed hitters. And I'll also flip up there a slider and a curveball.
Scouting report brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Chris Heston made his first major league start. Final game of last season against the Padres right here at AT&T Park. Giants defense brought to you by Renovation Realty. Angel Pagan back in the starting lineup. We didn't see him last night. He was a late scratch. He'll be in center field. Duffy a second straight start at third. And Andrew Susak behind the dish. Buster Posey gets the day off after the Giants took the first couple. Angel Pagan trying to steal second base in the first game of this series. Had his fingernail stepped on by Jed Jerko. And originally in the lineup yesterday, but then scratched before the game. He's back out there today. It is the middle finger on his left hand for Angel Pagan.
Yeah, you said he had a boo-boo the other day. So
yes, he did.
Supposedly that boo-boo was good to go.
His cracked fingernail. Will Myers leading it off against Chris Heston, and he takes the first pitch. A fastball called strike. We're underway, 0-1. Myers hitting .261, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Saw Will Venable start in center field yesterday. In the first game of this series, struck out, reached on an error. As you get a look at home plate umpire Gabe Morales. For Chief Joe West at first, the Aztec, Kerwin Danley at second, and the Drake, Rob Drake at third base. Outside, 1-2.
Already, Heston going inside with the two-seamer, slider away. And the game plan, Mark Kotsay and Alonzo Powell, what do you do on a sinker ball? You have to get him up. If you get that belt-high sinker, that thigh-high, you got to go to hacking.
1-2 pitch misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Will Myers. Played a lot this year. Scored more runs than anybody else in baseball. Sometimes that day off, it's a mental thing as much as a physical thing, right?
Absolutely. Fresh start. He was kind enough to be our pregame interview yesterday. Got to watch from the bench.
Hits the 2-2 from Heston into left field. That's going to get down in front of Aoki. Myers is hustling and digging hard, but he'll return to first base. Good aggressive turn around the bag from Will Myers and a leadoff single here in the top of the first inning.
And as a hitter, the two-seamer, you have to be aware of it inside. Look at him get his hands through right there and keeping that ball fair. Will Myers, you know, didn't have that clean, crisp sound, but I'll tell you what, with the way the Aoki was playing, kind of respecting that power, that pull power from Will Myers on the deep side there. There goes the no-hitter.
Myers had been 0 for his last 6, and the Padres, who have yet to score a run in this series, are set up right off the bat here with a leadoff single. Corey Spangenberg starting at third base this afternoon, swings at the first pitch and fouls it back.
Hey, here's an important factor of any ball game, really, but particularly today, to not make any outs on the base paths. Key for any big league club, any team, any level, right?
Myers reached on a 2-base error to start the game on Monday night, and then was thrown out trying to go to third on a ground ball to shortstop. And against a pitcher like Madison Bumgarner, you know, you're not going to get a ton of opportunities. Myers, 3 steals in 5 attempts this year. He's been really fun to watch. Spangenberg waits. And after a long pause, he rips it to right field for a base hit. Maxwell charging hard. Myers will stop at second, playing it safe. And the Padres are in business here against Chris Heston. Back-to-back singles to open it up.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
First and second for the Padres and nobody out. Myers, knock. Spangenberg, knock. Elevated away. Good plate coverage. And just like that, Padres got something going here.
It's a good one.
Thanks.
That's what we do.
And here's what the Padres need, right? They need the big hit coming up from the big boppers, 3 and 4, with multiple base runners.
Kemp, the first of the boppers, up in the second. He's on deck. Matt Kemp looking for his first hit of the series.
You might see first pitch breaking ball right here.
Yep. There's Justin Upton.
Kind of a slow rolling curveball. I would have to say that's Heston's third best pitch, kind of like a show me pitch early in the count. We just saw it right there.
Myers and Spangenberg takes their leads off first and second as the pitch misses to Kemp. 1-1. Got some speed on the bases. Giants playing behind the runners.
in the outfield, especially left and center, playing deep against Matt Kemp.
It's like the wind's blowing out to right field a little bit at this moment here this afternoon. The 1-1 to Kemp. Hits the outside corner, 1-2.
Did you see the movement on that? That's a backdoor two-seamer from Heston. Watch this ball start out and then come back. Wow. It's a good pitch. Key for any sinker ball like Heston is not to overthrow as well. Starts to overthrow a little bit, it'll flatten out on you.
He's ahead of Matt Kemp, 1-2 after back-to-back singles from Will Myers and Corey Spangenberg. Pitch is lifted in the air left field. Aoki hadn't played pretty much exactly right, makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning here in the first as we take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, big hit with runners in scoring position. We just saw right there with the runner in scoring position in the F7, and crisp, clean defense. Can't give away free outs to these San Francisco Giants, who are playing very well right now.
Padres made a couple of errors in last night's game. A couple of unearned runs against Andrew Kashner. Justin Upton hitting an even .300, leads the team in home runs and RBIs. Padres now 0 for 14 in this series with runners in scoring position. Aston delivers the first pitch to Upton, and that's a called strike. More soft stuff to open up the at-bat.
Soft early. He did the same thing to Matt Kemp. First pitch curveball, second pitch slider, first pitch slider. Pitching backwards, Jesse Agler.
Upton 2 for 7 with a walk and a stolen base in this series.
Now he might go inside with the sinker off the plate. Oh, going away again.
Too far. 1-1. Upton has hit in 5 straight games. Heston, 26 years old. Good numbers here at AT&T. 1-1 with a 1.29 ERA. Had a great spring training. Kind of earned his way into this rotation, or onto this team at least, and taking Matt Cain's spot in the rotation. 1-1 to Upton. Just missing.
You know, he's one of those pitchers, Jesse, to where if you let him get his groove, and he's in the 3rd, 4th inning, those sinker ballers, man, I tell you, they're tough to get. That's why you got to get to them early.
Padres have been, coming into this series, one of the most prolific first inning run scoring teams in baseball.
Saw pitching coach Dave Righetti right there watching Heston.
The 2-1 to Upton. Just outside again. 3 balls and a strike. Working away, and away to Justin Upton.
Big pitch right here. 3-1 hitters count. Have to see him split a gap right here. Right center, left center.
Takes ball 4.
That's nice too.
So another walk for Justin Upton. The bases are loaded, 1 out, and Yonder Alonso coming to the plate for the first time this series.
He got hit in a good spot. I mean, a good spot when I mean a bad spot. It's going to hurt for a while. So it's good to see him back in the lineup.
Leads the team with that .333 average. RBI opportunity here right out of the chute against Chris Heston. Myers and Spangenberg with singles. Matt Kemp flew to left. Upton walks, and so the base is loaded. 1 gone for Yonder. Alonso has hit really well away from Petco Park this season. Batting average on the road, best in the National League, as he flares this one over the San Francisco dugout.
3rd hitter in a row where Heston has started off soft. That with the curveball.
.472.
I'd like to see a 1 in that HR column.
Right about now.
Hey, single right here would be nice.
Up the middle, could be 2. Crawford's got it. The flip to panic for 1, on to first, double play. Well, Padres struggles with runners in scoring position. This series continue. They threaten in the first, cannot score. Ian Kennedy coming up.
but I think that Ian knows his game. He's faced these hitters before. He knows what he needs to do. So, you know, the pregame meeting that Austin and Darren and Ian had, I mean, will help Austin. But ultimately, you know, Ian has to go out there and execute pitches, and he knows what he needs to do. And, you know, Austin, for his part, has got a good head on his shoulders. He's caught Ian before, albeit just spring training games and spring training situations, but they'll be fine.
Bud Black before the game today discussing that guy, Austin Hedges, making his first big league start. 22-year-old was a first-round pick back in 2011, made his major league debut Monday night as a pinch hitter against Madison Bumgarner, and he received strike one from Ian Kennedy here in the bottom of the first.
I'm excited for him.
You should be.
Like a little kid. Love to see that. So many good things to say about Austin Hedges and his game behind the plate.
Nori Aoki takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, let's start with Ian Kennedy. I mean, he has caught Ian Kennedy the last 2 springs, right? In spring training, and Buddy is big on that.
Aoki kind of reaches at that one, grounded over to third. Spangenberg, nice play, 1 away. Take a look at the San Francisco lineup today, brought to you by Hyundai. Nicely done by Corey Spangenberg as Joe Panik steps up to the plate. We mentioned Pagan is back in there. Brandon Belt cleaning up. Third straight start for Justin Maxwell and Susak in place of Buster Posey behind the plate.
And the scouting report on right-hander veteran Ian Kennedy. He's made some progress between his last couple of starts. Fastball command early, and the changeup very effective. His last start, you know, he threw some breaking balls, but the changeup was his best field pitch as his secondary pitch.
He'll face 5 straight left-handed batters at the top of the Giants order when you include the switch-hitting Angel Pagan.
So as I mentioned, Hedges, right? Being able to catch and know Ian Kennedy for 3 spring trainings. 3, right? So Buddy's big on that. Bullpens, getting him in games.
There's a strike. 1-1 to Joe Panik.
And Austin sat on the bench rather yesterday next to Ian Kennedy the whole game, talking the whole game about what was going to happen today, going over hitters.
Panik hits that one in the air, right side of the infield. Alonso and Jerko giving it a look. Jed makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Ian Kennedy. The rest of the Padres defense is brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. The outfield familiar, Upton, Myers, Kemp. Jed gets to start at second base. Alonso back at first, and there it is. Austin Hedges for the very first time back behind the plate.
I can tell already he's got great feet. Talking to scouts, but seeing him behind home plate, quick feet, quick release, quick arm, and he receives very well. He sticks a pitch. When I say he sticks a pitch, that glove doesn't move. He doesn't take pitches out of the strike zone. Watch his glove on this pitch. So he sticks it right there.
Just missing to Pagan. You look at some of the minor league pitch framing numbers the last couple of years, it's just not even close. The next best guy isn't even in his neighborhood.
Not even the same zip code?
Nope. Maybe not the same state. He's that far out in front of the rest of the minor league catchers, now getting an opportunity to do it in the big leagues for the first time. Nice arm, too.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him one during spring training, threw a guy out trying to steal second base. He was about halfway off the field before the ball even got to second. Ground ball right at Spangenberg. Couple assists in the inning for Corey over on the hot corner. Nice start for Ian Kennedy. No score after an inning in San Francisco.
we've said, Austin Hedges making his major league first start today, and he came out before the game, got to chat with his dad a little bit, and Dad said, hey, how are the nerves feeling? He said, not too bad. And then, as all good parents said, did you get a good night's sleep last night, son? And Austin replied with, yes, I did. And then he came and he sat in the dugout, and he just kind of looked like he was soaking up the whole situation. Justin Hatcher came in and talked in the bullpen catcher, went over some things, and then he walked out. When you talk to him, you don't get the sense that he's overly nervous. He's just trying to embrace this situation. Even after his first at-bat against Madison Bumgarner, he said, no, I mean, the legs didn't, they weren't shaky. I was just enjoying it all.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Chris Budden. Hedges due up third this inning.
And Chris, how the teammates, Austin Hedges' teammates, how are they treating him down there, making him feel like one of the guys, I'll bet?
Yeah, it's, even during open clubhouse, when the guys were all in there patting him on the back, whenever the TV's cameras come by and the reporters come by, they kind of rag him a little bit for all the attention. But, you only get this once. You got to soak it up.
Jerko strikes out swinging against Chris Heston to open up the second inning as Hedges moves into the on-deck circle. Austin Hedges picked up his first major league at bat on Monday night. Hey, welcome to the show. Here's Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah, if you want to make your major league debut, hey, why not make it against one of the best? Breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball, and you know what? Another breaking ball. Only one possibly good pitch to hit during that at bat.
Alexi Amarista misses that one. 0-1.
Austin Hedges had to face Madison Bumgarner. Probably right now he's at the best with his mechanics and executing his pitches.
Now is the last man that Bumgarner faced. First out in the 8th inning as the two-seamer misses inside. 1-1 to Alexi, making his 21st start of the season at shortstop. 29th game for the Padres. They have split the first 28. The first 28, 14 wins, 14 losses. Heston, not Bumgarner this time for Hedges. A little different.
Yeah, different arm angle, obviously different side.
Different resume, too. And Amarista tries to dig that one out and fouls it away. Ooh. Ball dude.
Yeah. Kind of scuffling down there?
He'll have another chance.
Will he?
1-2. Amarista up the middle, and Crawford, unbelievable from the knees. He doesn't get it. Boy, you see it. It seems like at least once a game, Crawford making a diving stop up the middle. Little slow to get up. Great effort, though, as Amarista beats it out.
Any ball hit in the general direction of Brandon Crawford. I'm talking when he has to go 5-6 strides. There's a good chance. He is so good at even from his knees, even if it's a one-hopper. That's why you always have to hustle out of the box when the ball is hitting that general direction.
Third hit of the afternoon for the Padres, who had just 2 in the first game of the series and only 4 last night. So here's Austin Hedges, second big league at bat. You see the numbers with the AAA El Paso Chihuahuas this season. A very productive 3 weeks at AAA for Hedges. 1 out, runner on first, and he takes the pitch low, 1-0. Has to be nice for him, right, to get that first at bat out of the way.
No question, and that's what Buddy does. He likes to put guys in there rather than just throwing them in there for a big league start debut behind the plate and hit. Even if it's a strikeout, you get a chance to see some pitches. You get familiar with the surroundings, the batter's box, the pitcher's eye here in San Francisco.
Check on Amarista. Hedges, the youngest catcher to start a game for the Padres since 1999. When Ben Davis, about the same age, 100 days or so younger than Hedges, made a start. Up the middle, off the pitcher, Heston. He's going to chase it off the mound and throw Hedges out at first base. Amarista goes to second, 2 away.
Well, after seeing a heavy dose of breaking balls from the left side from Madison Bumgarner, Heston starts him off with a sinker. He's got a power sinker. And that second one for a strike. He missed the first one. And when he's got that sinker working, not only the pitcher Heston, but the infielders have to be ready.
So Austin Hedges checks another box. First at bat as a starter. And now Ian Kennedy with 2 outs and a runner on second. Ian only 3 at-bats so far this season, and of course his first start of the year was cut short against these Giants in the home opener. Suffered that left hamstring strain. Mike and Mark will get you updated on a big afternoon for Bryce Harper coming up. Kennedy gets a piece of that one and takes a bite out of Susac.
You mentioned totally different resumes, no doubt about it. Madison Bumgarner and Chris Heston. Different arm action too, as Brandon Crawford makes a veteran move after his catcher gets beat up a little bit, going to give him some time. But Heston is more of a short arm, shorter circle out of the glove rather than Bumgarner, who brings it way back and then way around, right? Heston totally different. Ball kind of sneaks up on you too. Short arm circle out of the glove and up on top rather than low 3/4.
Make it seem a little quicker, maybe?
Yes, absolutely.
It actually is.
Watch how quick he is out of the glove after the stretch kick. Right there.
Brings it slingshots it. And Marista steals third base. No throw from Susac. First of the season. First time the little ninja has attempted a stolen base this year.
Well, sometimes pitchers will one look. Set, one look, and as soon as that leg was up, you've got the closed front door with the right-handed batter Kennedy. Hey, one in the dirt to get a run.
2-2. Hey, when you haven't scored in almost 22 innings,
try anything you can, right?
Meanwhile, Kennedy's shown a good eye. A 2-2 pitch coming from Chris Heston. Took something off. Kennedy out in front. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for the San Francisco starter. No score as we go to the bottom of the second at AT&T. Mike Pomeranz, Mark Sweeney, thank you very much. Brandon Belt takes strike one from Ian Kennedy. Yeah, Bryce Harper, that's not bad. Some run support from Max Scherzer, too. That's been an issue.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper became the youngest player to have 3 home runs in a game in the last 45 years. Belt pops that one up shallow right. Matt Kemp coming in, waiting, and making the catch.
Yeah, when you're that young and all that hype that Bryce Harper, even when it started in high school, right?
Yeah.
In junior college, pitchers are out to get you. To get 3 home runs, wow.
Brandon Crawford with 1 out and nobody aboard against Kennedy here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Big night last night after he started the season against the Padres 0 for 16. Scored a couple of runs last night, drove 1 in as well, and he takes a fastball low. Say hey, happy birthday.
That's great.
Willie Mays celebrating, and that's not him, of course, celebrating the big 8-4 today. And that one's hit to left center. Myers coming over. Colin catching. 2 gone.
And we understand that the Say Hey Kid is in the house today. That's one guy I wish I could go back in time and see at the peak of his career. 302 average, 3,200 hits, almost 3,300. 1979, inducted into the Hall of Fame with 660 round trippers.
Justin Maxwell takes outside.
My first spring training, big league spring training with the Giants, 1984, Scottsdale Stadium. Sitting in the clubhouse before the game. A door opens. I hear this guy say, "Where are all the hot dogs?" Mike Murphy, the clubhouse guy who's been here forever. "Hey, Murph, where are the hot dogs?" I go, "Who's that?" I look around. Willie Mays walks through, pulls out $20 from his wallet. "Go buy some hot dogs for the guys." Willie Mays wants hot dogs. I'm 20 years old, and I just saw Willie Mays walk right by me. You kidding me? That was cool.
You say anything to him?
I was in shock.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a hot dog at the game?
I did extend my hand. I did extend my hand and say, "Mr. Mays, it's very nice to meet you." And just, oh, man. And the other great one here, yesterday, he comes to every game, Willie McCovey. 2 Giant greats, 2 baseball greats.
Giants in every sense. 2-2. Weekly on the ground. Kennedy off the mound. How about that? Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Ian Kennedy to start things off here in San Francisco. Myers, Spangenberg, and Matt Kemp coming up for the Padres, looking to end the scoreless inning streak. Nothing doing offensively as we go to the 3rd. Where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. No phony sales, just pure value. By Petco, what we feed them matters. And by Sony, the leader of 4K Ultra HD. Willie Mays' 84th birthday. in San Francisco as Will Myers takes a breaking ball called strike from Chris Heston. Padres have 3 hits, but still looking to bust through in the run column for the first time this series. Myers led the game off with a single.
8 to 10
is, sometimes fastball, sometimes off speed.
How often do we see that category and how effective it is when you're up like that 80%? Sometimes it can be overrated, but in this case, sinker and his off-speed pitch for first pitch strikes.
The cliche is strike one is the best pitch in baseball. Read something Greg Maddux said about that recently. He said 1-1. That was his big one, the 1-1 pitch. And if you look at the numbers, that's usually the swing pitch.
And you know what? I'll take it a step further because I talked to Greg Maddux, and he said something very interesting.
1-2 to Myers, swung on and missed. Third strikeout for Heston. Hey, Mudd, it's time for some cold, hard facts. They're brought to you by Clean, Crisp Coors Light.
Give it to me.
The Giants are trying to tie franchise record 4 consecutive shutouts. They did it in 2012.
Yeah, it's Padre bats are going to come alive today. I've got a feeling.
Corey Spangenberg singled his first time up.
Remember I mentioned Greg Maddux?
Yes, I do.
I asked him what's the most important pitch in baseball.
Spangenberg up the middle. He's got a couple of hits, 2 for 2. And here with 1 out in the 3rd inning, the Padres have matched their hit total from last night's game.
What's the most important pitch of an at-bat, right? As we take a look at Corey Spangenberg, talk about getting a pitch up. That's what the Padre hitters have to do against a sinker baller. Get it up and take it right back up the middle. Use the big part of the field. He said it's the last one.
Ah.
You get it? Really?
Yes,
Seriously?
No, I understand.
It's the last pitch of the at-bat.
That's what's going to define the at-bat.
Exactly. So you can fall behind 1-0, but if you make a good pitch 1-0 and it's a grounder or a fly ball, weak fly, that's the most important pitch.
Makes sense. Matt Kemp flew to left field as they check on Spangenberg. Heston seems pretty preoccupied with the base runner, and he delivers another first pitch strike.
Front side opening up, looks like on that breaking ball from Matt Kemp. That looked like the curveball.
Kemp, the only Padre to play in every game so far this year. Buddy Black said before today's game, he's built to play. He wants to play. That's a hanger, and he bangs it into left center field. Aoki's not going to get there, and it one hops up against the wall. Spangenberg's got all kinds of speed. He will score easily from first base. An RBI double from Matt Kemp. And the Padres are on the board here in the top of the 3rd.
Good afternoon, Matt Kemp and Padres bats. It's 1:20. This is your wake-up call. Hanging breaking ball, and you hangy and he will bangy, and this splits a gap right here, and maybe that'll get something started. The Giant pitching staff, the first 2 games, making some good pitches. Some balls have been hit hard, and sure, there's been some mistakes not hit. That was a mistake that was crushed by Matt Kemp.
Justin Upton walked his first time up, and in scoring position, 1 out, and finally a 1-0 lead for the Padres. Giants pitchers have gone 29 scoreless innings. Upton's been hot, takes outside, 1-0.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, and you may have said it already, so I apologize. Is that the first extra base hit for the Padres this series?
I believe it is. 4 singles last night, and back-to-back singles from Upton and Solarte on Monday. I had not said it. They've hit the ball hard a few times.
Yeah.
Kemp to left field last night. Like the atmosphere got a hold of it and dropped it down to Aoki just shy of the wall. Upton certainly capable of hitting one hard as he takes 2 balls and a strike. 7 home runs so far for Justin Upton. Near the top of the leaderboard in the National League in home runs and RBIs.
Kind of a courtesy move right there.
Yeah. Just so you know, I'm thinking about you.
Nothing happening there.
Yeah.
Panic nearly behind second base there with the shift.
2-1 to Upton. Checks his swing. No appeal to Joe West over at first base. 3 balls and a strike. I know what you think. He didn't go though.
No, I don't think he went on that one.
History.
Oh, here we go. No, he didn't go on that one.
No, I know he didn't. Yeah. Pitchers.
Soft stuff away.
It's been the MO for Chris Heston here early on. And that 2-seamer cuts the outside corner. Full count.
Did you see what Susac just did there? Before that pitch, he almost looked like he was going to set up inside. He moved his left foot as if to set up inside, and then the last second moved away. Watch, he wanted it. Then he sets up away, and he goes with the 2-seamer. Sometimes runners on second base, you want to give your location away.
3-2 to Upton is outside, ball 4, and for the second time this afternoon, he draws a walk. Runners on first and second for Yonder Alonso.
I'm not saying it happens every time, but there are instances when the runner at second base will give away location to where the catcher is setting up.
Alonso was up in a big spot back in the first inning. Bases were loaded with 1 out, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Here, runners on first and second, 1 out. Kemp and Upton are aboard, and the first pitch to Alonso is down. 1 ball, no strikes. Conversation time between Heston and Susac. Buster Posey getting a day off. Giants probably feeling pretty good after winning the first 2 games of this series. They want to get him a rest. It's a fine line they got to walk there.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things Susac might be saying as we take a look at Buster taking the day off up to this point, he kept the ball away from last time, and that's how he induced that ground ball, 6-4-3. I'm guessing he's going to pound 2-seamers away. If he throws him a breaking ball, it's probably not going to be for a strike.
And another check on Matt Kemp.
He was set up away on that pitch before that move.
Yonder's hit the ball well as of late and over the course of this season. Takes a strike, 1-1.
Another sinker.
Talk about the day off for Posey, and it's kind of been interesting watching Buddy Black balance the different defensive responsibilities for a guy like Solarte or Spangenberg, trying to keep them fresh. Set up away and a ground ball past Crawford into left field. Kemp's rounding third. They'll wave him home. Aoki's throw will go to third where nobody was covering, and Upton makes it all the way there. RBI single for Yonder Alonso, and it's 2-0 San Diego.
Very nice. Going out and getting that pitch, and Yonder Alonso hitting it exactly where he was pitched. So Heston misses with the sinker down. That was a pretty good pitch, but this pitch here, boy, if taking a ball, not trying to roll that one over and getting those hands through, hitting exactly. And you know what? Hitting it by Brandon Crawford, he was shaded over a little bit more, just out of his reach. You never know when you hit the ball there. Nice at bat by Yonder Alonso.
Duffy, the third baseman, and Heston, the pitcher, were both late going over to third base. Aoki was looking to go there, and Upton realized the situation and made his way pretty easily into third, which obviously changes things with just 1 out. Dave Righetti wrapping up out on the mound with Heston. Heads back to the dugout as Alonso and Joe West get in a word. Runners on the corners, 1 gone and 2 in for the Padres here against Heston in the third. Jerko 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. Had a pinch hit single last night in the 8th. And a pinch hit homer over the weekend against the Rockies. First pitch swinging line pass, panic into right field. That'll get another run home. Jed Jerko with his second hit in as many at bats, or in as many days, and the Padres have a 3-0 lead.
Swinging early, and he got the sinker up. He wanted to backdoor that one. He did not get it out there, and a nice short quick stroke going the opposite way. Boy, that was a pretty swing, and that ball slicing off the bat away from Joe Panik. Once again, you know, the hits the Padres have gotten has been the game plan. I think that they're going about trying to get the pitches up. If they get one up, they're not going to let it go by.
Alexei Amarista, an infield single his first time up. First pitch swing, dumps that one into left field. That gets down in front of Aoki. Alonso being waved home. He will come in and score, and the Padres had another 4-0 San Diego here in the third. There's more like it.
Again, on contact. He could have very easily tried to pull that ball, right? That was a 2-seamer again, and the merry-go-round inning continues. 1 on, 1 off. Enjoy the ride.
6 straight Padres have reached base. 5 hits and a walk.
Probably action in the Giants' pen coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, it looks like George Cantos going to head out there as Austin Hedges is at the plate. Runners on first and second, 1 away, and he swings and misses.
Second time around for the rookie catcher. A good look. First time up as he bounced back. A runner in scoring position. How sweet would it be? First major league hit, first RBI.
Jerko at second, Amarista at first. 0-2. Back-to-back breakers against Austin Hedges.
Yeah, good slider right there. Good call, Jesse. Oh, there's a Padre fan, yeah. Rooting on the Friars. You bet.
0-2 is up the middle. Crawford can't get it. It goes into center field. Jerko being waved, and Austin Hedges has his first major league hit. It's a run-scoring single, and the Padres are up 5-0. The baseball is retrieved as Hedges gets it past Crawford.
And Alonso Powell with the old switcheroo. Hey, congratulations, kid. Nice at-bat, Austin Hedges. A pitch up, right past Brandon Crawford, playing him to pull a little bit. Single, RBI. Now that's some kind of nice. Very nice. Mom and Dad in attendance, getting it all, soaking it in. That's great.
7 straight Padres have now reached. Hedges was down 0-2.
Yep. Short and quick to that hanging. You know, you can hang a sinker as well. A lot of the hits have been up in the zone. Padres taking advantage of it.
Big inning for San Diego here in the third. Still just 1 away as Kennedy pulls back the bunt and takes ball 2. Padres have, what, as many hits in this inning as they did in the first 2 games of this series put together. Amarista leads off second, Hedges off first. 25th pitch of the inning coming for Heston, and Kennedy pulls back. That time it's a strike, 2-1.
You know, I would say the jitters are gone right now. You know, he's caught a couple innings, right? He got his first major league hit, first RBI.
Padres have had a 5-run inning, more than any other team in baseball or in the National League. Kennedy again showing bunt, and again taking a pitch outside of the strike zone. 3-1.
Nice looking line score right there early on in the bottom of the third.
Kennedy trying to give Heston an out. And the young Giant pitcher having trouble finding the strike zone as Ian pops that one up. And Susak in foul territory makes the catch. Second out of the inning.
Worked underneath it, couldn't get on top of it. Looked like it was a high pitch. And you know what, as a pitcher, you're ticked off when you don't get those runners over.
Padres have batted around here in the third. Will Myers led the inning off with a strikeout. And then 7 straight men reached base. Takes outside and low, 1-0. Like most of the Padres, good overall numbers with runners in scoring position this year. Padres the top RISP team in the National League coming into this series, but struggles the last 2 nights against the Giants. Those have been eradicated here early on against the 26-year-old Chris Heston. Ian Kennedy got plenty of run support in his last start. Padres taking care of business in that department again here today. Time call.
Hey, as a pitcher, you got to follow through with your pitch. Throw it to the backstop, right? So it's easier said than done. You don't want to stop very quickly and maybe hurt something, because it can happen.
Myers takes, and now a 3-ball no strike count to the Padre leadoff man. Spangenberg, Kemp, Alonso, Jerko, Amarista, and Hedges all with hits this inning. Justin Upton walked. Padres have scored 5 here in the third. 3-0. Swing and hits it in the air to center field. Angel Pagan coming over. He makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. The Padres, though, get just what the doctor ordered. Austin Hedges, making his first major league start, collects his first big league hit. It's an RBI single up the middle.
And last start, the changeup was his best secondary pitch. Getting the Rockies hitters way out in front. Arm action, fastball, but out of the hand says changeup. And then just when they were looking for the combio, he would sport the heater. But look at the location. outer half, even though it's elevated a little bit, no chance, swung on and missed. When you've got that off-speed pitch in the back of your mind and you've got the fastball, good luck trying to catch up. Part of the tools of the trade of Ian Kennedy.
Against the Rockies, he went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 6, picked up the victory in the 14-3 win over the Rockies. 6 up, 6 down against Kennedy so far this afternoon as Andrew Susac takes ball 1. First time the Padres have seen Susac this season. He's played just 8 games, as you see. 6 for 21 on the year. Gets the call, 1-2. I got to ask you, the long layoff for Ian Kennedy, what do you look for to see if it impacted him at all as the Padres batted around in the top half?
Well, it doesn't seem to be affecting right now, being 1-2, because that last fastball was right on target. That change up there to go 2-2. You know, you make an interesting point, though, Jesse, because the environs here in San Francisco are unlike other ones as the summer starts to approach, right? You break a sweat here, you go sit down, you'll dry up. I mean, because it's cool. It's on the cool side. First pitch was, what, 57 degrees?
2-2 to Susac, swung on and missed. Hey, no problem.
That was the cambio. Oh, Ian Kennedy's got a good one. The circle change-up grip, the Vulcan grip, if you want to call it that, in between his ring finger and middle finger, and the bottom just drops right out of it. Here it is coming at you. Try to square that up when you see fastball, and it comes in at 82.
Great numbers against San Francisco in his career. He's faced them more than any other team in that 2.48 ERA, the 2.19 batting average against. All good stuff for Ian Kennedy as he delivers strike 1 to Matt Duffy.
He's getting that outside corner call. Maybe a half a ball width off the plate.
Duffy had a 2-hit night last night, making his 2nd consecutive start at third base in place of Casey McGee. Checks his swing, but a called strike quickly, 0-2.
You know, if Ian Kennedy keeps throwing like this and he's hitting his spots, how much fun is it for Austin Hedges behind the plate?
Not a bad way to kick off the career.
There's the block with 2 strikes.
Again, the book on Hedges is that he's got absolutely elite defensive skills behind the plate. And that means a lot of different things, of course.
Sure. Framing, blocking, quick feet, throwing, accuracy.
One line into left field. It'll be a base hit. First base runner of the afternoon for the Giants, Matt Duffy, a 1-out single here in the 3rd.
Well, like the Padres getting hits off the Giants, Heston, where have they been? They've been up, right? Well, that one right there on contact, middle in. It's down, but Duffy does a nice job of dropping the head of that bat, pulling it to left field for the base hit.
Aston will hit for himself even after the rough 3rd inning. Swinging, taking. I said swinging, meant not bunting.
Right. I got it.
1 for 13 on the season. Saw him in September last year. Made his first career start against the Padres last day of the regular season right here. Taking again, 1-1. I always think about for the pitchers, when it's not going well on the mound, you got to go up to the plate. Yeah. It's already tough enough for these guys.
It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Now he shows some bunt. Out in front of the plate, Kennedy throws him out. So 2 outs now after the sacrifice from Heston. And gets the leadoff man to the plate for San Francisco with a runner in scoring position. The trophy hat. It's one way to do it.
Pretty good numbers up there, huh?
Yeah, they got some nice ones.
Marichal, Mays, McCovey, Gaylord Perry, Carl Hubble.
Runner on second, 2 gone, and Aoki swinging at the first pitch, lines it past Kennedy into center field. They will wave Duffy home. The throw from center field is not in time, and now they got him hung up. Nice throw from Hedges, and Aoki is tagged out for the third out of the inning. The Giants get one RBI single from their leadoff man. Matt Kemp is coming up. So is Justin Upton. Padres a 5-1 lead. Spangenberg, Kemp. Game changer, Mark Grant, and the game changer, well, there's some game changers. The Giants pitching in their last 8 home games has been outstanding.
It really has, and a couple of factors there. Lincecum showing more of the fastball as one of the oldest tricks in the book to Frank Garces.
Frank Garces called up yesterday with Brandon Morrow going on the disabled list. Spangenberg's hit by that throw. He was in the base path.
They're going to bang him, I think.
No, they're going to call him out.
Joe West saying he was out of the running lane going down to first base. There might be a review on this.
Buddy Black taking a closer look from the top step of the dugout as the replay guys get on it. Got to be in that box, the 45-foot lane.
That's a good call.
Yep.
Joe West got it right. No doubt he got it right. Watch. See how he's on the grass inside that foul line? You have to be inside that lane, that double chalk line there. And then if he hits you, then it's a live ball. But Joe West was all over it.
Umpires got it right. One away for Matt Kemp. Couldn't hold up there. Nothing in one. He looked at those numbers for the Giants pitching staff and obviously wasn't going to last forever. Nice to see the Padres busting out against Heston back in the third inning. Kemp doubled in a run, as you see, and crossed the plate. Flew out his first time out. Reaches for that one, and another opportunity for Heston. Good throw. 2 away. .31 pitch inning for Chris Heston back in the third. Couple of quick outs here in the fourth.
So remember, youngsters, if you're playing this great game of baseball and you hit a ball, bunt a ball, swinging or purposely, down that first base line, you have to stay in that running lane. There it is. It's there for a reason, Jesse.
That's it. Justin Upton takes outside. Now, the strange thing to me about the running lane, you asked me yesterday,
know where you're going.
Pet peeves.
The first base should be extended.
That's it. The base is not in the lane. So if you're supposed to stay in the lane, at the last moment, you're going to have to reach out and touch the bag. That's one of my pet peeves. You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Upton takes strike one. Two outs, nobody on here in the fourth. 2-2. Upton has walked twice. Scored one of the 5 Padre runs last inning. Fouls that back.
You know, I've seen women's softball to
double
where
base.
They the base extends into that lane right there.
Yeah.
It's like a big base like that. So when they're running down this lane here, the base is there.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
They tell the runner he's got to stay in the lane, but then the base not in the lane.
And of course, this is not softball, but still, it makes sense. That base should be able to go there, right? So the runner can go that way. So theoretically, you have to hit it with your left foot, right, to stay out of the lane.
That's it. Inside to Upton. He's walked 3 straight plate appearances to open up this game, and a 2-out base runner against Heston.
So that's your pet peeve.
It's one of them. All 8 Padre position players have reached safely in this game. Big third inning against Heston. Batted around, scored 5 runs on 6 hits. Kemp an RBI double. Austin Hedges first big league hit. An RBI single to bring home Jed Jerko.
Let's see if Heston pitches Alonso differently. Remember the knock to left field? It was a sinker down and away.
Rips it to right field. That's a fair ball down the line. It got over Belt. Upton is digging hard for third. He is going to be held there as Yonder goes into second base with a double. Nice. It's in 2 straight at bats for Yonder Alonso. And runners on second and third with 2 outs here in the fourth.
Well, the first time up, 6-4-3 double play. The second time up, sinker away, took it to left field. Now this time, he gets a pitch that's up. Slows up his bat, or speeds up his bat a little bit. That front foot is down. The hands are back. Throwing that punch and connecting. A couple of good at bats after the double play for Yonder Alonso.
Nice at bat last time for Jed Jerko. Basically everybody in the third had an RBI single and a run. He was part of it, and he hits that one off the end of the bat. Shallow right center field. Pagan taking control of the situation, making the catch, and that's out number 3 here in the fourth. Padres leave a couple, but have a big lead.
His family, his dad, Charlie, his mom, Cam. You guys have seen so much baseball of Austin, watched him grow up. What's this like to finally see him in a Padres uniform and at a big league game?
This really is surreal. I mean, I think I'm still in a state of shock. I'm having a hard time just comprehending it. You know, it's like 16, 18 years of baseball, and then to end up at his dream. It's amazing.
Mom, you see him, his second at bat today, get the RBI single. What were the nerves like watching him?
Every time I see him succeed, it just makes me happy because he's happy. And he's such a competitor and has so much passion for the sport that I just get excited every time he does well.
Finally, what was that moment like Sunday night? He calls you. I assume you probably weren't expecting that to be the conversation.
No.
We were dumbfounded. So was he. He said he had so much emotion he couldn't express it. Couldn't even put it into words. We were just, all three of us were crying over the phone. It was just amazing.
Congratulations. I know a very exciting moment for you, and we appreciate you joining us. And the Big Hedges cheering section you guys got going on. Jesse?
That's outstanding. Thank you, Chris Budden, and thank you to the Hedges family for sharing part of this special day with us. First big league start, first big league hit, first big league RBI so far today for Austin Hedges, 22 years old.
Great poise for the young man, huh? Good head on his shoulders. All around good egg.
Panik with a leadoff single against Kennedy here in the fourth. Just the third hit of the afternoon for San Francisco. Angel Pagan 0 for 1 today. Menacingly awaits and takes strike one. Who's more nervous? Is it the player or the parents, you think, in those situations?
The parents, by far.
Yeah.
By far the parents. Parents, relatives, friends. No question about it. Austin's locked in right now. You know what he's realizing? Same dimensions, right? 60 feet 6 inches, 90 feet on the bases. Just the players are better.
Pagan to third. Nice job by Spangenberg. They get one and not in time for the double play. Well, Corey Spangenberg with quick reflexes over at third base. They erase Panik, one gone.
What a beautiful play. Tremendous play by Corey Spangenberg. Talk about the hot corner and the first step reaction, diving to his left and firing a strike to the chest of Jed Jerko. But there's no way they're going to turn that one right there as Pagan gets down the line quickly. Nicely done, Corey.
Yeah, the throw was just as good as the stop. Pagan replaces Panik at first base. Here's Brandon Belt.
Come on, BB.
0 for 1. He popped up to Matt Kemp his first time up. Swings and tips that one into Hedges' mitt. 0-1. Quick move from Kennedy. And Pagan, who's got 3 stolen bases this season, gets back. We know about Austin Hedges' arm. See if Pagan and the Giants try and test it. Outside, ball 1. Padres everyday catcher Derek Norris has thrown out 11 would-be base stealers this year. Career high for him, and it's only May 6th. Strike 2.
Good curveball from Ian. That may be the first time he broke that out this afternoon.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit different look to Brandon Belt.
Very important pitch though that you don't leave over the plate, speeding up the bat. What I mean by that, slow pitch enables the hitter to get that barrel of the bat out in front more and do some damage and pull it, almost what Joe Panik did last night on that slider.
Derek Norris looks on, getting a well-earned day off as that pitch doesn't miss by much. 2-2. Ian Kennedy has been very efficient so far in this game as far as pitch count goes. 2-2 to Belt, fouled back.
And you know what? Being efficient, there's a discussion people can have. Because when people say, oh, he needs to be more efficient. You know what, though? That's out of his control. When I say his, I mean pitchers. You can't control foul balls. And this pitch to contact term, I hate that. Dislike it. Loathe it. Why? Am I supposed to take a little something off so the guy can hit it? That's not my style, right? So if a guy's got 80 pitches.
2-2 is lifted in the air, right field. Kemp is going to have to play it off the big wall. Belt's got a hit. They will hold Pagan at third. Standing double for the San Francisco first baseman. And now men on second and third for the Giants with just one out.
Well, the Padres played that one defensively very, very well. This ball hit. Now, as a right fielder, Matt Kemp, there's no way he plays it right, plays the carom, and thank goodness it comes right to him. Because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of signage out there. There's some openings, the auxiliary scoreboard. That ball can take an immediate stage left, stage right in a heartbeat. And it came right to Matt Kemp. And no runs. It's keeping Pagan at third base.
Some nooks and crannies out there. Pagan at third, Belted second, one gone, and Brandon Crawford at the plate. Another left-handed bat. And he takes ball one. Crawford, one of the most productive offensive shortstops in the National League so far this year. 5 homers and 15 RBIs also lead the Giants. Swings and misses 1-1. Change up from Kennedy had him out in front.
And don't you love it? Pitching backwards there. Fastball count 1-0. He pulls the string.
Padres will head to Arizona after the ball game this afternoon for 4 with the Diamondbacks. Mike and Mark will get you caught up on what's happening in Denver, where apparently they're actually playing baseball today. All kinds of weather problems at Coors. Popped up on the infield. This is Amarista making the catch. Big second out for Ian Kennedy.
Big pitch got in on him.
2 outs. Right fielder Maxwell steps in 0 for 1. Grounded back to Kennedy to end the second inning. Maxwell with the lion's share of playing time in place of Hunter Pence out in right field. Driven in 4 runs against the Padres this season, including the only run in the home opener. Game that Ian started and departed early with the hamstring injury. That was in the 12th inning. What a way to start the season at Petco that was, huh?
Yeah.
Maxwell grew up on the East Coast, but a big Giants fan. Dad loved Willie Mays.
And why not, right?
There you go.
Big long swing right there from Maxwell on the slider. Sweeping breaking ball.
Interesting guy, by the way. Turned down Harvard to play at Maryland. His father, mother, both in the Navy. His dad, the dentist for both President Clinton and President George W. Bush.
Very cool.
Like the official dentist of the
know.
White House.
Yeah.
Right? Kennedy ahead of him. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Everything's away.
Just missing. 2-2. Ian Kennedy retired the first 7 men to come to the plate against him. He's had just 1 strikeout. Did a good job holding the Giants in check. And now he and Hedges going to have a conversation. You said it earlier in the game, Mud. These guys, they've worked together in spring training the last couple of years.
It's not going to take that long, you know. And if there's some shaking going on, so what? It happens, right? And I like that move right there. You want to be on the same page. You want to make sure. Call time and go out there and have a chat with your starting pitcher. A little cheerleading right there. A fist pump. Let's go get him.
2-2 to Maxwell. And it's off the hands.
Nice. That's a beautiful pitch after going away, then bust him inside.
Seen the Kennedy fastball up around 94 for a good part of the afternoon.
Yeah, he can add a little bit when he really needs a little extra on that fastball.
Great ball strike ratio for Kennedy so far. Pagan leads off third, Belt off second. 2-2 to Maxwell. And another foul ball.
Remember the pitch prior inside? Back in there again. Now would be a good time for the changeup. Just a feeling.
Good little battle here between Kennedy and Maxwell. Seventh pitch of the at bat going to come up.
He just said, hey, roll it over again. I couldn't see right there. Might be a slider away.
Got it. Chased the breaking ball, and Ian Kennedy comes up with his second strikeout of the afternoon. The Giants strand a couple here in the fourth. Austin Hedges receiving, Ian Kennedy dealing through four. Mike Pomeranz, thank you. Alexi Amarista rips that one into right field. Maxwell going over, but Alexi is into second base with a leadoff double here in the fifth inning. Second two-bagger this season for Amarista. And yeah, how about Dick bringing us some good juju from back in San Diego?
Yeah, love the mojo from the professor. Hubba hubba.
Amarista now 3 for 3. Infield single, RBI single, and a double as you take a look at the standings here in the National League West. Get a sense of why this one is kind of big.
Yeah.
They're just talking about the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. Padres head to Phoenix for 4 beginning tomorrow. James Shields will be on the mound for San Diego. Here's Austin Hedges. He's got a man up in scoring position. And he takes high and tight, ball one. Hedges 1 for 2. First big league hit and run batted in back in the third.
Tell you what, Heston's got to be careful. That breaking ball, you hang it. Austin Hedges can do some damage with it.
Hedges did hit a couple of homers in 21 games for AAA El Paso this year. Takes low outside, ball 2.
Well, his first major league hit, it was a slider down and away. Slider down and away. You mentioned it, Jesse. He goes to the fastball. After 2 nice sliders down and away, he stays on it short and quick, using the big part of the field and playing some pepper up the center of the diamond. And an RBI to boot.
Takes a strike there. 2-1. Great to be able to have the family here, huh?
Oh.
Dials it back. 2-2.
He had the right idea there.
For a catcher, too, a little more complicated than most of the other position players.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
There's a lot on his plate right now. You bet.
That'd be nice, too, though, for Hedges to be able to catch a guy like Ian Kennedy. Kind of a stable veteran. Someone he's familiar with. Lined up nicely. 2-2 is swung on and missed.
Well, after the big league knock being his first on the 2-seamer, Heston answers with 2 strikes. So what does he do? He pulls the string on the curveball.
Ian Kennedy with 1 out and Amarista at second. Alexi led the inning off with a double to right. Everybody in on the act this afternoon for the Padres. Amarista 3 for 3. Jerko with an RBI single. Alonso's got a couple of hits. Justin Upton's just waiting around. He's got 3 walks. Kennedy rolls this one to shortstop. Crawford charging. Throws him out as Amarista goes to third, 2 away. Hey, closed captioning for this afternoon's ballgame is brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel. Will Myers, runner on third, 2 outs. Myers singled in the first inning. Made a couple of outs in the third. Struck out to lead off the inning and flew out to end the inning. Swings there and a ground ball left side. That's the third baseman Duffy. Throws him out and the inning is over. Leadoff double from Alexi Amarista, but he's stranded. Trevor Hoffman Picks up career save number 400 in St. Louis against the Cardinals.
Oh, what an exciting day that was.
Did you like the sand uniforms?
Sure.
I like they were unique.
Yeah.
It was cool. Something different. Beautiful afternoon here in San Francisco. Padres trying to pick up a win over the Giants in the final game of this series. So far, so good. 5-1 lead behind Ian Kennedy, who's going to face the bottom third of the Giants order here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Susac, the catcher, Duffy, and then the pitcher spot. Susac was at AAA when these two teams met at Petco in April. He was recalled on the 18th of the month. Maybe the top prospect in the entire Giants organization at that time. Be interesting to see how they sort of divvy up the catcher duties moving forward. Posey maybe some more time at first. 2-2.
Bruce Bochy has always liked to carry 3 catchers. You know. There's Buster Posey waiting in case he's called upon by the skipper.
Two to Susac, and Kennedy strikes him out for the second time. Been an eventful afternoon so far for the Padres, particularly for Austin Hedges. Nice afternoon for Yonder Alonso. Alexi Amarista's got 3 hits. Justin Upton's got 3 walks. Who had Amarista and picked the stick?
I did.
Oh.
And I got a little flag for it before the game.
He'd been scuffling a bit. Coming through so far here today. Duffy fouls the first pitch back.
I got Austin Hedges.
Another first.
Yep. Going with the hockey goalie style mask as opposed to the traditional cage.
Called up before Monday's game here at AT&T Park. Duffy takes high and tight.
There's that last pitch. Ooh, off the right shoulder. Clavicle. Pectoral.
1-2. Derek Norris at the ready.
So he was working on his switch hitting there. He had a left-handed grip there, left-handed stance prior to the right-handed swing.
2-2. Duffy singled and scored back in the 3rd, the only run of the day for the Giants. Casey McGee has stepped into the on-deck circle. George Contos has been up and down like 7 times in the Giant bullpen.
He's thrown a no-hitter down there.
Recorded at least 16 outs. Reaches for that, fouls it back. Well, he's been up and down, I think, 3 separate times.
That's why, as a reliever, you really have to monitor your throws down there. Mark Gardner, the gentleman in the black pullover there, former pitcher for the Giants Expos. He monitors all that. You know, usually when you get hot, you'll take a pitch when the pitcher out on the mound takes a pitch. Kind of sit and watch a little bit, then you take another pitch.
Grounded up the middle. Amarista can't get it. It goes through into center field for a 1-out single. Duffy 2 for 2 on the afternoon.
Well, town now for the Cholula flamethrower. It's a nice little segment where we like to see how fast or how hard a pitcher is throwing. And Ian Kennedy, 94.
You know what that is? And we saw Casey McGee on deck. He is not going to be the pinch hitter, though, for San Francisco. A late change.
Hector Sanchez. the switch hitting catcher off the bench.
There's that third catcher you were just discussing. Sanchez pinch hit in the 8th inning last night. Singled off of Nick Vincent. Two for 6 as a pinch hitter this year.
I think Boch made that change because with the runner on, a different situation here. You get a guy to run into one, right? If there were maybe 2 outs, send McGee up there. Try to get a base runner. But since there's a base runner, now Kennedy out of the stretch. Switch hitting catcher batting left against Kennedy. A chance to maybe run into one.
Similar numbers for Sanchez and McGee so far this year. Like you said, he can turn around and bat from the left side. McGee, of course, has also been a little bit of a double play machine.
Yeah.
Really not just this year either. Led the National League last season with the Marlins for the number of times grounding into a double play. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. And he just misses.
Oof.
Hedges held it right there for the home plate umpire. Gabe Morales didn't get the call. 1-2. Very close. Jack swing, pitch inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the pinch hitter Hector Sanchez.
Keep the ball away from him. If you're going to throw an off-speed pitch, bounce it.
Baseball blew it right by him. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Ian Kennedy. He gets Sanchez.
Remember we showed that tools of the trade, Ian Kennedy with the changeups, right? And then the fastballs. That's exactly the fastball we showed you. And Sanchez very tardy on that one.
The pitching line for Chris Heston for 5 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs, they were all earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Nori Aoki, RBI single his last time up. Grounded out in the first inning. Bats with 2 outs and a runner on first, and he takes strike 1. Aoki was thrown out to end the 3rd inning. Got hung up between first and second base. Nice throw by Austin Hedges back to first. They're able to tag him out easily. Hedges sets up away, and Aoki lifts that one into right field. Kemp coming over, makes the catch, and that's out number 3. Ian Kennedy allows just a hit here in the 5th. We go to inning number 6. Padres up 4. minutes from Petco Park. And by Jack in the Box, sent to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. Alcatraz. Not far.
Yeah. Somewhere in the rock there, Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz.
Birdman of Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Good one.
What was it, like 85 years in solitary confinement or something like that?
Austin Hedges, Ian Kennedy discussing things in the more hospitable confines of the visiting dugout.
So paying off, because yesterday, remember, Austin Hedges was sitting on that bench all game long next to Ian Kennedy going over the scouting report as George Contos enters the game. Pretty good numbers right there for the right-hander. Very few walks in 16 2/3 inning work.
Pitching change brought to you by El Cajon Ford. Pitched more innings than any other reliever in the National League, and he delivers strike one to Corey Spangenberg. Spangenberg 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a run scored. Last time he hit a ground ball back to the pitcher Heston, as that one nearly hits him where Heston's throw hit him on his way to first base.
That's right.
He was not in that running lane. The ball got him in the back, and he was called out.
That's a 1-3 put out if you're scoring at home, by the way.
It is. Goes down for that one and into right field for a base hit. 3-hit afternoon for Corey Spangenberg as he welcomes George Contos into the ball game with a leadoff single.
Sweeping swing right there by Corey Spangenberg. Was it an off-speed pitch? Yes, it was. It was slider down and in. Look how far off the ground this ball is. In between the ankle and the knee of Corey. Finding that hole on the right side.
Spangenberg getting hit in last night's game. 3 here this afternoon. Good time for the bats to get going as the Padres get ready to transition from San Francisco to Phoenix. No water there. Here's Matt Kemp, runner on first, nobody out, and he takes a fastball strike from Contos. Kemp with an RBI double in the 3rd inning.
Oh, with the shift on the left side, Giant infield panic just behind second base, and huge gaping hole on that right side.
Spangenberg will go, and a pitch inside. Susak's throw, not in time.
I was just about to say, be a great opportunity for a straight steal. You got speed in Corey Spangenberg. Contos looks like using a traditional high leg kick. Oh, stay on that bag. Stay on that. Oh, did he come off a little bit?
Got to take a closer look at it. First steal of the season for Spangenberg, who's got his first career 3-hit game this afternoon. Too late for a review, by the way, because Contos was back on the rubber. 1-1 coming to Kemp. Waves at it. Strike 2.
A pretty solid bullpen for Bochy and the Giants. As we take another look as Corey Spangenberg pop up slide. Apply the tag. Keep it on the tag. Oh, he's off. He's out. He's out. That's a no doubter.
Can't review it now. Good eye
to hang with him.
Yeah, it is. That's all you say all the time, right? If you're an infielder applying a tag,
absolutely
keep it on the guy. You never know.
Twofold. One is for that reason, and you know what? You can still apply a little pressure and push that foot off the bag, because if the umpire, the runner's going to, hey, he was pushing me. Oh, really? He can't see you applying a little pressure to force his foot off the bag.
One of those little things.
Yeah.
Kemp strikes out. Here's Justin Upton. 3 walks in 3 trips to the plate this afternoon. That ties a career high. Contos on in relief of Chris Heston, who allowed 5 runs on 11 hits in 5 innings this afternoon. Padres got all of their runs back in the 3rd inning, but they've applied pressure pretty much every frame. A couple of hits in the 1st. Had a runner in scoring position in the 2nd. A couple of guys on in the 4th. Leadoff double in the 5th. Upton pops that one back over the screen.
I think he wants that one back.
Tough loss for the Warriors last night. Don't even want to show your face.
But still wearing the hat.
Upton fouls the 0-1 back. 0-2.
I'll wear the hat, but I won't show my face after the loss to the Grizzlies.
They definitely have Warriors fever here in the Bay Area right now. Padres have had a man in scoring position each of the first 6 innings here this afternoon.
Got to get that 1 run back that the Giants scored in the 3rd, right? Be a good opportunity right here. Outfield straight away.
0-2 to Upton. Holds off.
Nice layoff.
What do you think? Did he go?
You know, I don't think he went on that one.
It's twice. You're coming around. I appreciate your open-mindedness.
Let's take a look. No, he didn't go on that one. Nope.
Good bat control.
Strong, right?
Yeah.
You figure you start a swing like that to hold up.
Two and two.
Not biting on that slider, just off the plate.
Yonder Alonso's had a big day as well. He's up next. Spangenberg with a single to lead it off here in the 6th. He stole second. Matt Kemp struck out, and now Justin Upton. Two, and a roller to the 3rd baseman. Duffy checks the runner, throws to first, 2 away.
Friday, Padres POV presented by Sequoia Casino returns. This week we go one-on-one with Dave Roberts, plus the first of a 2-part series on the life and career of Hall of Fame broadcaster, our very own Dick Enberg. Friday after Padres Live on Fox Sports San Diego. The Doctor and the Professor.
Not bad.
It's a good 1-2 punch.
That's a classy couple of guests.
Stay classy, San Diego.
There you go. 2-outs runner on second. Big day for Yonder. Got the batting average up to .345. He leads the team. A couple of days off after being hit by the pitch against the Rockies on Sunday. Seems to have done him well.
I don't mean to laugh, but where he got hit right in the shoulder blade area, not a lot of meat there to take, the brunt of the pitch,
They come in behind Spangenberg at second. Now back on. And he takes outside. 2-0 from Contos. Contos came into the game last night, pitched the 8th inning. Jerko singled against him to lead it off, and he got Spangenberg before striking out Solarte and Kemp in a 6-0 Giants win. Padres a 5-1 lead here today. 2-0, and there's a strike to Yonder. What can it mean for a reliever when he's got to get up and down 3 times? Obviously, it's part of the deal. It happens.
Yeah, and Contos has been around for a while. He knows his own body. He knows his limitations, right? That's why, as I mentioned, if you've been up 3-4 times, which happens, you know when to throw a pitch and when to lay off.
Outside, ball 3.
And you've heard the expression, don't leave it all in the bullpen, right? He's been around the block many times, so he knows just how many to stay sharp.
'29-year-old from Illinois. 3-1, and Yonder takes ball 4. Alonso reaching for the 3rd time this afternoon. Single, double, now a walk. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Jed Jerko coming up.
Hey, that's a good plate appearance right there. Not an at-bat, plate appearance, right?
Correct.
Could have gotten froggy there and swinging some bad pitches to try to drive in that run, but no, he'll pass it on to Jed Jerko.
As mentioned, Jed singled against Contos as a pinch hitter last night, leading off the 8th inning. Swings the first pitch here and grounds it to Duffy at third. They go to second base, and that's the inning. Padres strand a couple here in the 6th, but they've got a 4-run lead in San Fran. Kemp in the 3rd inning, an RBI double, bringing home Corey Spangenberg, Yonder Alonso, an RBI single as the Padres kept the carousel moving. Jet Jerko got in on it, an RBI single of his own. Alexi Amarista followed with his run batted in, and then Austin Hedges, first major league hit, first major league RBI, bringing Jerko home as the Padres exploded for 5 runs on 6 hits in the 3rd inning against San Francisco starter Chris Heston. Ian Kennedy back out to work. First pitch swinging, panic. Grounds it to his counterpart at second base. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ian here in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Home team bats in the bottom half. That's how you figure that out.
It's been that way for years.
It's not a new change. Angel Pagan, 1 out.
I love the quick outs, especially late in the game. Later part of the game, 6th inning here. Big part of the order for Ian Kennedy. 2-3-4.
Pagan 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice his last time up, and he takes a fastball called strike. 0-1.
72 tosses for Ian Kennedy. Nice pace going on right now for the veteran right-hander.
Needed just 9 pitches in each of the first 2 innings. That 13 pitch inning in the 3rd. 21. 18 in the last 2 innings. Pretty efficient, particularly the first 3 frames. The 0-1 to Pagan.
You know, when I mentioned that earlier about pitching efficiently, right, you kind of gave me that dirty look, like you disagree, or pitch to contact.
Well, I didn't disagree. You were saying it was completely out of the pitcher's control.
It is.
Completely?
You can't control foul balls. Guy has a 10-pitch at bat. What are you supposed to do? Lay up and just throw a 4-seamer down the middle, let him hit it?
Well, of course not. But sometimes pitch count can go up for other reasons besides foul balls.
Oh, no question about it. I'm not disputing that.
Oh, okay. Some of those things can be the pitcher's fault.
Yes, but not all the time.
Not sure where that one missed. 3-1 from Kennedy. Right on the edge. Hedges held it there. Didn't get the call. Pagan waits and fouls it back. 3-2.
Going in and then going back out. And it's almost by that swing. It looked like Pagan was guessing maybe something in a little bit with that swing. Cheating on the middle in. But Ian went away on that pitch.
Couple of singles in the first game of the series for Pagan. Stole a base, drove one in. Didn't play last night as he loops that one into shallow left field. Upton coming on, and he made the catch. Justin Upton with a tumbling grab in left field. 2 away.
Outstanding, tremendous play by the veteran left fielder. That ball slicing off the bat of Pagan. Good first step. I thought this one was going to hit turf. Gets the glove out in front of him and snares it for the out. Nicely done. And look at Will Myers backing up. See him? Like any center fielder should.
Brandon Belt takes a fastball outside. Padres have had their defensive troubles at times this year. Nice play by Upton in left.
Hey, it's worth another look. Eyes it. Extends. Oh, keep it in there. Cradle it. And you betcha. Little tuck and roll.
One to Bell. 2 doubled his last time up. Lays off a high fastball. 2 balls and a strike from Ian Kennedy. Padres starter went 6 innings last time against Colorado. Trying to complete the 6th again here today. 2-2.
Oh, he's got the sneaky fastball today, doesn't he? He's placed it very well at times. 93 right there, away.
Cashner went 6 last night. Tyson Ross in the first game of the series completed 7 innings. Expect the bullpen to be pretty fresh. 2-2 to Bell. And he hits it well deep to right. Kemp is going back. He's looking up, and it takes one of those funny hops off the wall. Myers retrieves it in center field, and Belt's going to third base. First triple of the season for Brandon Belt. And with 2 outs, a runner on third here in the 6th.
Jesse, you mentioned it earlier, a lot of nooks and crannies out there. You've got the partitions that's in and out. You've got the auxiliary scoreboard. You've got the padding on the bottom part of the wall. Look where that ball hits. So hit the top of the padding.
Yeah.
Where the padding goes up on the brick wall. Everybody converging there. Will Myers eventually getting to that ball. But you know what? You hit it in that area. You got a decent speed. There's a chance for an inside the park home run.
Yeah, it took a good hop kind of right towards Will Myers, who was coming over. That certainly helped. Belt doubled off that wall his last time up. Swing and a miss from Crawford, who's 0 for 2 today. Blue to center, pop to short. Outside, ball 1. Changeup missing from Kennedy as he deals to the San Francisco shortstop. And the man leading the Giants in home runs and RBIs. Belt on third, 2 away.
Changeup. No curveball. Nice.
Kennedy has sprinkled 4 strikeouts over the course of the afternoon. 1-2 to Crawford, and he got him. 5th strikeout of the day for Ian Kennedy. He works around the 2-out triple from Brandon Belt, and he got some help from his defense. Justin Upton with a nice catch on a ball hit by Angel Pagan. 5-1 after 6. PetInsurance.com today and see how much you could save. By Petco, what we feed them matters. And by your San Diego Lexus dealer. Winding our way down Lombard Street as the Padres try and wind their way to a victory here at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Amarista, Hedges, and the pitcher's spot due up in beautiful San Francisco. The left-hander, veteran Javier Lopez, has been outstanding for the Giants so far this year, making his 13th appearance of the season. Been used mainly in those inherited runner situations, and he has excelled. Delivers strike one to Amarista.
Yeah, he's done well for a long time for the Giants, and a couple of good left-handers, Affelt and Lopez. A nice 1-2 punch as Alexi faces the lefty.
Nice pick by you. Amarista in pick the stick. So if somebody tweeted, "I'm with Grant," they're probably feeling pretty good right about now. Game's not over, of course.
Right. A lot of baseball left, Jesse.
Hopefully just a couple more innings. Amarista hits that one in the air, left center field. They're playing him the other way, but Aoki chases it down in the sun. He makes the catch, and Alexi retired for the first time this afternoon. Today's game is presented in HD by Sony 4K. Here's Austin Hedges. One out, nobody aboard. See, Upton 0 for 1. He's got 3 walks, and all the other position players with hits this afternoon, including Hedges, the first of his big league career, and RBI single in the top of the third. Lopez misses. 1-0. Hedges is also grounded out and struck out. Fouls it back. 1-1. Opportunity for Austin Hedges to see another major league pitcher.
Sure. Saw a left-hander the first time, right? And same type of arm angle for Lopez as Madison Bumgarner. Low 3/4, and everybody's so happy. Look at that. Hard holding back the smiles of the Hedges family. And in this day and age, what a great opportunity to get it right on your phone. And not like back in the day, you just take pictures and you had to wait a week to get it back, right?
Take it to the pharmacy.
Photo back.
Strike 3 called on Hedges. 2 away.
Tonight, that's tonight, folks, at 11 p.m. You want to set your DVRs or watch it live. Fox Sports Live will get you caught up on a full night of NHL and NBA playoff action, plus highlights on tonight's MLB games. You can see Fox Sports Live tonight at 11 p.m., as I said just earlier, on Fox Sports 1, or see it simulcast right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
11 o'clock.
Be there.
Ian Kennedy is going to hit here in the 7th, and he takes first pitch strike from Lopez. Nice afternoon for Kennedy. He's allowed just a run on 6 hits. He's got 5 strikeouts. And he's thrown just 86 pitches this afternoon. Rips that one to left field. That's going to be a base hit. Ian Kennedy, who hit a home run last season, picks up his first hit of 2015. 2-out single from the Padre pitcher.
See the guys in the dugout? All right. Off the schneid. No more getting that. James Shields is heading up. All the hooting and hollering on the bench, I'm guessing. They can't get on him anymore because he now has a big league knock this year.
Keeps it going for Myers. 2 outs, runner on first. And he takes outside. Well struck.
Oh, he got extended. Some serious top hand, huh? And then he gets to first base.
Myers into right field. That is going to get down, and it's going to roll. Maxwell couldn't get there. Kennedy is being waved home. He will score. Myers on his way to third. He's there easily. An RBI triple And Ian Kennedy's 2-out single leads to another run. Maxwell tried to cut it off in the gap, couldn't get there.
Extending the inning, great at bat by Ian Kennedy. Turn over that lineup, and Will Myers going the opposite way. That's a perfect swing from a left-hander Lopez, who is tough to hit, righty or lefty alike. And with Ian Kennedy at first base, he scores easily. Hey, extend this inning a little bit more, right? And give the right-hander a little bit of a blow. Those legs get heavy.
Spangenberg swings and misses at the first pitch.
You know what? If I'm Corey, I'm taking a pitch or two, right?
Like Kennedy catches his breath. He's feeling good though, man. He's seen the ball well. 3 hits.
In fact, I think that was Buddy's reaction on the bench there after that first pitch swing. Oh, now he's telling everybody, yeah, I got out there, I got extended. Yeah, I was purposely going to the 5.5 hole.
Top hand, like you said.
Went out and got it.
Scored a run. Myers over at third base. A 2-1 coming to Spangenberg.
Hey, just another advantage of having pitchers who can swing the shillelaghs, right? Put the ball in play. Anytime you can try to avoid the strikeout, put the ball in play, take your chances that way.
3 singles, a run, and a stolen base for Spangenberg. Ball 4.
Nice.
On base for the 4th time here today, and Matt Kemp's going to come up with runners on first and third as Gene Machi is heating up for San Francisco.
Well, Susak out to have a chat, kill some time as Machi heats up.
Kemp hit the ball well in the 3rd inning. Came around to score after doubling. Padres scored 5 times in the 3rd. They've added 1 here in the 7th. And Marista and Hedges made out. Kennedy singled with 2 away. And Myers brought him home with a triple. Spangenberg walks, and now Kemp takes strike 1. Love pitchers hitting.
Got the low call, huh?
Nothing in 2 on Kemp. Pitch missed.
Yeah.
As you can see on Fox Tracks, presented by Southland Technology.
That's pretty accurate too.
Yes, it is. That one's definitely a ball. 1 and 2. Padres have added on here in the 7th. Myers tripled home. Ian Kennedy, Spangenberg walked in. Now Matt Kemp strikes out. So Lopez finishes off the inning. He gets a couple of strikeouts, but the Padres add a run. Odrisamer Despaigne will get the start against Ruby De La Rosa. You can join us at 6 o'clock right here on Fox Sports San Diego. First of 4 in the desert against the Diamondbacks.
Coming to you from Copper Square. Tough place to pitch. Ball has a tendency to fly there, so hopefully the Padres holding on to win this one. Carry it on over to Arizona.
How about that number in yellow? Just 86 pitches for Ian Kennedy.
Oh, that's a strike, isn't it?
Strike 2 to Kemp in the top of this inning. Looked like it was down around that same place. 1-0 hit on the ground by Maxwell. Amarista charging it short. Throws him out, 1 away. Longest outing of the year for Ian Kennedy now. Padres starter more than doing his part here this afternoon around baseball big day for Bryce Harper. 3 home runs in the game against the Marlins. CC Sabathia continuing to struggle for the Yankees, and you know, the Cardinals 20-6. They've been playing baseball a long time in St. Louis. They've never started 20-6.
That's remarkable. And you know, to put that in perspective, I always talk about the 1984 Detroit Tigers, 35-5 start.
Finished well too.
Yes.
Susak fouls it back, 1-1. Couple of strikeouts for the catcher. Kennedy got him in the 3rd and in the 5th. One grounded to the left side. Amarista again. Nicely done. 2 gone for Kennedy here in the 7th.
MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 13 years. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch track it, widget, and much, much more. Every night on every device. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Use it every day.
So do I. I read it every day and I still can't get it right.
Matt Duffy takes fastball strike from Kennedy. 0-1. Duffy 2 for 2. Scored the only run of the day for the Giants back in the 3rd.
Good curveball.
Duffy starting for the 2nd straight day for Casey McGee, who's moved into the on-deck circle. Should Duffy reach? Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Alonso will take it himself. And another 1-2-3 inning for Ian Kennedy. 7 strong. Look forward to hearing from James Shields.
Yeah, always a good show to stick around for. Padres, the postgame show. Padres Live.
Gene Machi on for the 14th time this year. He's been good. You see the ERA. Lefty's hitting just 143 against him. Yonder Alonso is on deck. Justin Upton, a right-handed batter, will lead it off. Upton 3 walks this afternoon, 0 for 1. Grounded out to third base his last time up. No, it's fine.
Jesse,
you were excited to talk about Gene Machi. Maybe give us a little bit of a scouting report on the relief pitcher.
Always working from the stretch. And Gene Machi throws that fastball about 90-94. He'll throw a split also and a slider.
They list him at 6 foot 255. 33-year-old from Venezuela. And he delivers a strike to Upton, 1-1. Low outside. 2 balls and a strike to the Padre left fielder. Upton has been on base in every game this series. Singled in the first game, the first hit of the night off of Madison Bumgarner.
I'll tell you, if Upton gets something elevated, the flags are blown straight out here at AT&T Park.
3-1.
And Ian Kennedy on the bench talking with Darren Balsley, the best pitching coach in all of Major League Baseball, going over the outing.
Brandon Maurer loosening up in the Padre bullpen. You think we see Kennedy to start the bottom of the 8th?
You know, when he's got fewer than 100 pitches. I wouldn't mind seeing him go back out there. But with the 6-1 lead, it might be a good way to just say, hey, you know what, kid? Great outing. Let's turn it over to the bullpen. Especially, what is it now? The 3rd start since coming off the DL.
4th walk of the day for Justin Upton. That's a new career high.
You know, I would say my gut feeling is, hey, good workout today. Nice job. 7 innings. Just about 100 pitches. Let's turn it over.
Nice day for Alonso. Couple of hits, an RBI, a run scored, a walk. Fouls this one off the other way. Kennedy's outing today, the 9th time a Padre pitcher has thrown 7 innings in a game, a starter. Nobody has completed 8. Outside, 1-1. Opponents hitting just 188 against Machi this year. Saw him a lot in the postseason for the Giants. He had his struggles. But contributing here early on. Runner goes. Susak's throw. Not going to get him. Justin Upton steals a base. 5th of the season.
Trying to add on late. Check out the jump. Good jump. And Crawford having to leave the bag to go to that baseball that was short hop. Did that hit Justin?
Looked like it coming in, yeah. Spangenberg, Amarista also stealing bases. Got a few guys in this lineup that can swipe a bag or two. Justin Upton, certainly one of them. 3-1 to Alonso.
A good hitters count. Outfield playing to go the other way. Seems like Machi going away to Yonder Alonso. Remember, he's got that split finger and that fastball. Good pitch to stay on and hit it to left center field.
Susak sets up outside, and the pitch misses outside. Back-to-back walks issued by Gene Machi. here in the 8th, and Jed Jerko get a chance to bat with runners on first and second and nobody out.
Good at bat, or good plate appearance. Good plate appearance for Yonder Alonso, passing on to the next guy.
Nice to see Jerko get the pinch hit last night. The RBI single earlier in this game. And he takes strike one. '26-year-old second baseman getting the start today against the right-handed Chris Heston. Nice to see him respond and contribute.
Trying to pull that outside breaking ball again.
Join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, first of 4 in downtown Phoenix. Odrisamer Despaigne and Ruby De La Rosa. Oh, 2 to Jerko. Missing. Low, maybe a little bit outside. 1-2. Bruce Bochy looks on as Justin Upton leads off second base. Yonder Alonso off first. 1-2 to Jerko, and inside 2-2. There is psychology to winning, like the last game of the series.
Absolutely. If you're going to lose, right, lose 2 out of 3, you want to lose, or you want to take the last one, no doubt.
Jerko in the air, foul. Still 2-2.
You know why? Basically because you want Glenn Hoffman to get on the team bus and give a happy flight fist bump to everybody. Right? That's tradition. Padre tradition. You win a ball game, it's getaway day, go to the next city, and Glenn Hoffman, happy flight for everybody.
Outside, ball 3. Full count to Jerko after Machi got ahead of him.
Here's what I like to see, and I hope this happens, is when you're leading 6-1 and the wheels come off late, right, for the other team, right?
Add on.
Think center of the diamond here, Jed.
He hits it well out to left center field. Aoki and Pagan are going back, not going to get there. One hops up against the wall. 1 run is scored, and that'll be it. An RBI double for Jed Jerko as Upton crosses the plate. Alonso stops at third base, and Jerko with his second run-scoring base hit of the afternoon. 7-1 Padres.
Now that's a pitch you can spin on, right? Early in the at-bat, the breaking ball kind of pulled off a little bit, but that goes right into the swing path. Listen to this. Can you say sweet spot?
Sweet spot.
Left center field alley. Everybody's off and running, and the Padres are adding on here.
Walk double against Machi here in the 8th. Dave Righetti out chatting with the San Francisco reliever. And some more action now in the Giants bullpen. Padres doing something today the Giants have yet to do this season. Score 7 runs in a game. San Francisco came in as the second lowest scoring team in the National League. Amarista, big day. Couple of singles, a double, an RBI, stolen base, taps this one to the right side. Panic was playing in, they come home, and he's safe. Alonso got the hand down, and it's 8-1.
That's a great slide. That is a great slide by Yonder Alonso. Realizing the situation here, the chopper, he's going on contact there. Now Susac has to set up. Bang, gotta go. Okay, he sees it's going to be close. I got to slide in the foul part of territory and get the hand in nice with the swipe tag, you bet. Slapping home plate. Getting it right there. Safe. Nice. Hey, good job. Good positioning also by Gabe Morales.
2 runs in, still nobody out. Fielder's choice RBI for Amarista. Nice job by Jerko, making sure he got to third base there. Runners on the corners, and Austin Hedges takes strike 1.
How about another RBI for the rookie catcher?
Sounds good to me.
How about a Fresca?
Or a Bud.
I get it.
Hedges lifts that one in the air, center field. Jerko is tagging. Pagan makes the catch. Jed will come home, and it's a sacrifice fly for Austin Hedges, his second RBI of the day and his second of his big league career.
Got a pitch to elevate, a nice easy swing, did not overswing. Nicely done, young man. High fives all the way around. That's a good feeling right there for the kid. And while we have a moment, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Padre fans enjoying themselves in San Francisco this afternoon. 9-1 as Yangervis Solarte stands in for the first time. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Machi. Pinch hitting for Ian Kennedy, whose day is done. And like you said, Mud, still getting stretched out a little bit. Just a couple of starts so far this season for Kennedy. Big lead. Opportunity to pat him on the back and let him watch the rest of this one.
Hard holding back the smiles. A nice outing. That's a good day in the big leagues for Ian Kennedy.
Ball on a strike to Solarte, who's 2 for 7 with a walk in this series, and he hits that one in the air to center. Pagan drifting over. 2 away. Amarista back to first. Padres runs have come in bunches a couple of times today. Got 5 in the 3rd inning. They've gotten 3 here. And a lone run in the 7th. 4 total bases and an RBI today for Will Myers. Two outs. Amarista on first, and Myers takes in the dirt. Nice stop by Susac. Padres have scored 9 runs today. Will Myers, who came into the day leading all of baseball, having scored 25 runs.
That's great.
Has not crossed the plate this afternoon. How about that? He's contributed, though.
Exactly, and that's my point. Everybody seems to, when this team is scoring runs, if one hitter isn't doing it, another hitter's doing it. And the other Padres are scoring runs.
Knocked one in his last time. That triple out towards the arcade in right center field.
You know, when you look at Will Myers, and I know we've talked about this before, you look at his physique, you look at his swing, you look at his athletic ability. Doesn't he just reek of being a superstar? On the, you know what I'm saying?
Had a great start to his major league career with Tampa Bay a couple of years ago. Had an injury that certainly slowed him down. And the Padres and A.J. Preller this offseason betting that the Myers we saw when he won the Rookie of the Year award in 2013 is the Myers we're going to get moving forward.
Yep.
88 games that year, hit .293, 13 homers, 23 doubles. And to win Rookie of the Year playing just 88 games, it's a nice accomplishment.
Sure is. Look at Austin Hedges going over the scouting report for the hitters due up in the Giants next half inning.
Pitcher spot, and then Aoki and Panik for San Francisco.
Going over some notes. The battery. That's nice.
Good day all around. 2-2. Look out. Big day for Corey Spangenberg. Pretty much big day for everybody in the Padre lineup. Busted out after being shut out in the first 2 games of this series. The Giants pitching had been almost untouchable for the last week or so. Not today. Chopped foul. In the last 7 starts, Giants starters 6-1 with a 2.09 ERA. Heston allowed 5 runs in 5 innings this afternoon. Padres have added on against Lopez and now Machi. Amarista is off and running. The 3-2 to Myers is fouled back.
Machi went splitty there. 3-2. Split-fingered fastball.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat to Myers, and he hits it into left field for a base hit. Amarista was off and running, but he'll go back to second base. Third hit of the afternoon for Will Myers, and the Padres are still going here in the top of the 8th.
Well, you look at the hit column, 16 after that Will Myers hit to left field, and how the hitting is contagious this afternoon, taking advantage of some mistakes. And Big Bo making the pitching change.
Jeremy Affelt's going to come in. Corey Spangenberg will be the 8th man to bat in the inning. Padres batted around in the 3rd, and they're putting up some more here in the top of the 8th.
And Odrisamir Despaigne.
Yeah, it was part of the game, but you know, he was excited.
What would have happened if he didn't get the hit?
Well, if he wouldn't have gotten a hit, he would have had to shave his eyebrows.
that part.
Despaigne got the new outfits, the new wardrobe, all the clothes and the shoes and the wallet and the sunglasses.
Shave his eyebrows?
That would have been the punishment. Good day for Corey Spangenberg as Jeremy Affeldt comes in and delivers ball one. Spangenberg, 3 for 4, 3 singles and a walk. As you look at the numbers on the veteran left-hander. And Corey has raised his batting average today so far, 55 points.
Nice.
Up to 297 as he hits this one foul up the first baseline.
That's what happens when you have very few at-bats and you string together 4 or 5 hits, right?
That's the mathematics of it, yes. See, 4 for 8 in the series, that's a 500 average. 3 for 4 in the game, 750. But those aren't his only at-bats of the season. That's why it's just 297 on the year.
I got you.
You got it. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Amarista is one base runner, Myers the other. 1 and 2.
You know that jacket you're wearing now, the Blazers should have those like elbow pads like a professor.
Like a math professor, yeah. Looks like Brandon Maurer will come on to pitch the bottom of the 8th, and he'll have a big lead. Nice job by Ian Kennedy today. 7 innings, allowed just the 1 run. 2 and 2 to Spangenberg. Could do some math tutoring on the weekends. You and I really help everybody out.
Happy for Ian Kennedy. I mean, just the word I think is progression, right? After being on the DL, coming back.
2-2 to Spangenberg is a little roller out in front of the mound. Affeldt. Got him. Well, Spangenberg get up the line in a hurry, but Jeremy Affeldt comes on and gets the 3rd out of the inning. But the Padres add on 3 more runs here in the 8th inning. RBI double from Jed Jerko. Amarista and Hedges drive him in 2. On San Francisco, big 3rd inning, big 8th inning, and we've got Padres Live, the post-game show coming up. Mike Pomerantz, Mark Sweeney, Clayton Kershaw, is he in trouble? We'll hear from James Shields and have a reaction from Austin Hedges, his first big league start today, and a productive afternoon at the plate. Brandon Maurer against a pinch hitter, Casey McGee. First pitch swinging, pops it up, 1 away.
You gotta love that. Quick outs late with the 9-1 lead. Brandon Maurer can go out there and just pound that strike zone.
We lost Maurer on Saturday night against Colorado through 2 shutout innings. Pitched the 7th and the 8th, and he's one of a few guys out in that bullpen I think Buddy Black is comfortable going to for more than 1 frame. Not always the case with relief pitchers.
That'd be a perfect opportunity, don't you think, Jesse, to get a couple works and you see his numbers. 95 on the heater.
Hot sauce. Nothing in 1 to Aoki, who's driven in the only run of the day for the Giants. That was an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. A little bit too far inside there. 1-1. Giants have used 5 pitchers this afternoon. Bauer just the 2nd for Buddy Black and the Padres. Bauer in relief of Ian Kennedy, who allowed a run on 6 hits in 7 innings. He didn't walk a single batter.
Nice.
And struck out 5. Aoki hits that one in the air, left field. Upton calling for it, makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out of the inning here in the bottom of the 8th.
Hey, Padre fans, get your chance to snag a Padres hoodie. I want one. That's sweet. It's on Saturday, May 16th. This baseball night in San Diego giveaway for all fans is presented by Toyota. Get tickets at Padres.com to see the Padres take on the Washington Nationals. First pitch is at 5:40 p.m. and walk away with a free hoodie. Free hoodie? Are you kidding me? How can you pass that up?
Hey, that's perfect for those
Love
cool
that.
San Diego nights.
Yeah.
It's like a light pullover with the hood.
It's a hoodie.
Looks comfortable.
Oh.
Panic. Fouls it back. 1-1. And all fans in attendance. It's not just you got to be one of the first however many in.
No.
That's the great thing about baseball
Padres
night in San
do it
Diego.
Right.
Everybody gets one. Time is called there. One of the Yusmeiro Petit warm-up pitches down the left field line came into play.
That's a babushka.
Yes, it is. Hey, even with the cooler temperatures, you got to be smart with the sun. Kemp in the sun makes the catch in a very nice and quick 1-2-3 inning from Brandon Maurer in the 8th. Making his first major league start, and in the top of the 3rd inning, his first big league hit, an RBI single up the middle of the plate. Jed Jerko, part of a big inning for the Padres. Congratulations to Austin Hedges with the family in attendance. Coming up big. Love those things.
Oh, they're great.
Got them in San Diego too.
Yeah, they're amphibious, right?
Yes, they are.
Not only that, but they're going water and land.
Yusmeiro Petit coming on for the 10th time this season for San Francisco. He closed off the game last night, a 1-2-3 9th inning, striking out a pair. He gets Kemp, Upton, and Alonso in a much different situation here today. Ball 1. A couple of changes for the Giants. Gregor Blanco up in center field. Joaquin Arias, the new shortstop. As Crawford and Pagan will get the rest of the afternoon off. Kemp hits that one on the ground at third. Nicely received by Duffy. The long throw. One away. Justin Upton has walked 4 times today. That is a career high. He had walked 3 times in a game, 11 times, but never before this afternoon with 4 free passes.
I remember having great discussions about hitting with the late, great Tony Gwynn, and the subject, sometimes we talk about walks, taking walks. And Tony always made the point, hits are great, obviously, but and I posed him the question. I said, what advantage is a walk? He goes, walks do wonders for a hitter. Obviously, the on-base percentage of getting on base, but being able to see many pitches and abundance of pitches from a pitcher, so you can keep that in the back of your mind, in your memory bank, for possibly the next time you face the guy. So a lot of pitches seen this afternoon working to the advantage for Justin Upton.
Fouls that one back, 0-2. In case you're curious, the Padre franchise record for most walks in a single game?
8.
8? What kind of game is that?
Extra innings.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Brian Giles?
Yes, 5.
Yeah, he had a great eye at the plate.
Yeah. 8.
I just thought of the first number that came to my head.
It's back in 2006 against the Cubs.
He had a great eye at the plate.
Upton takes ball 1.
And you know what? You mentioned names to baseball fans and me being a fan of this game. Brian Giles, the one thing that sticks out to me, he never threw a helmet. He never threw a bat. He never kicked anything. And you know what that is? That, to me, that's a sign of confidence. When a player knows he's good.
Reaches for that one, and in shallow right field. Panic, the second baseman calls for it, makes the catch, 2 gone.
You know, if you make it out or you swing at a bad pitch, okay, it's a fluke. Next time I'm going to get him. To me, that shows confidence in a player.
Makes sense.
Always hustled.
Yonder's shown a good eye today as well. He's walked a couple of times, including his last plate appearance. Scored twice. Hey, those things can go on land, too. Ball 1.
Jake Peavy bought one of those after the Boston Red Sox World Championship parade. You know, they rode in one of those in downtown Boston, and Jake liked it so much that he bought one.
The next generation of ones, they got to be able to go underwater like a submarine.
Yeah,
that's when you're really cooking with heat. You see the day for Alonso, it started off a little bit differently in the first inning. Grounded into a double play with the bases loaded, but since then very productive. Fouls it back, 1-2.
And seeing the ball extremely well, right? That's making an adjustment. We know I never hit, but first at bat, opportunity to score, you ground into a double play. That could ruin some guys' afternoons.
Sure.
Not for Yonder Alonso.
Big day at the plate for the Padres. Ian Kennedy provided an outstanding start. 1 run in 7 innings. 1-2 to Alonso. And he hits it in the air. Shallow center field. Blanco, the new center fielder coming on, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning here in the 9th for Yusmeiro Petit. Last chance for the Giants. with a 5-run third inning, and they added on in the 7th and the 8th. 8-run lead as they look to take the final game of this 3-game series with the Giants. Jesse Agler, Mark Grant, Chris Budden with you from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Blanco, Belt, and Arias against the new Padre pitcher, the lefty Frank Garces, recalled from AAA El Paso just yesterday.
Yes, and a chance to get an inning with the 9-1 lead, and there you see this season the numbers for Frank. Hey, not bad, right? I mean, a little high in the walks in the short time, 5 2/3. Got to clean it up, though, against the lefties. He obviously is a lefty, and that's what he needs to do to be that guy to come in and get maybe one hitter. His idea, his objective in the future might be coming to the ballpark and facing one hitter during a game. And he's going to start off right here facing Gregor Blanco, a lefty.
Yes, he is. As is Brandon Belt on deck. Garza's second stint with the Padres as he delivers strike one here this season. Made the opening day roster. Option to El Paso on April 25th and recalled yesterday. Blanco came into the game top of this inning as a defensive replacement for Angel Pagan in center. Waves at that one. Fouls it away, 0-2.
See, these are situations where managers look at the lineup, 9-1 lead. Okay, you got a couple lefties. Hey, we just recalled Frank Garces from AAA, right? It's a great opportunity to face lefties. He could have very easily went with Mauer for another inning, but lefty on lefty, hey, work some of your magic and get a confidence builder to get these lefties out.
Makes a lot of sense. Blanco struck out a couple of times in the first game of this series Monday night. Tomorrow's starter, Odrisamer Despaigne. Brandon Morrow on the disabled list. 0-2, and he got him. Hedges will complete the out. One away.
Nice pitch there, Frank. With the breaking ball out of the zone, expanding that strike zone for out number 1. It's worth another look. Sweeping breaking ball, and Austin Hedges, look at him smothering that. Down on his knees, chin down into the chest protector, keeping that ball in front of him.
Tripled in the 6th, doubled in the 4th. Popped up to right field his first time up. Nice series for Brandon Belt. One ball and no strikes. San Francisco will welcome the Marlins to AT&T Park. Got to expect Buster Posey will be in the lineup tomorrow against Miami. Hunter Pence, he's getting there. Took batting practice a couple of times in the last few days, and it sounds like a rehab assignment as he comes back from that fractured arm is not too far away. And that's obviously great news for the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
One to Belt. That's a strike. 1-2. Frank Garces made his big league debut last season for the Padres. First career appearance came at Dodger Stadium. .25 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. 1-2 to Belt. Outside, 2-2. 15 games last season for Garces. That's what you call getting your feet wet.
Mm-hmm. I was impressed last year what I saw out of Frank Garces. Not scared off. You'll hear Buddy Black say that as well. Not afraid to pound the strike zone.
It's always neat watching guys develop as the 2-2 is pops foul. The guy just, 2 years ago, 2013, spent the entire season at Lake Elsinore.
Yeah.
And
quite
here
a
he
jump.
is in the big leagues, 2015. Saw some of the Elsinore guys here today. We had a game not too far from here tonight. Came by to catch a couple of innings.
Where are they on the road?
San Jose, I believe.
Oh, nice. It's always a treat for the farm hands, right, to see the big leaguers.
2-2. And he takes ball 3. Joaquin Arias came into the game as a defensive replacement, top of this inning, waiting for his first at bat. Garcia struck out Blanco. Now a full count to Brandon Belt. 3-2 and low outside, ball 4. Belt aboard for the 3rd time this afternoon. As you take a look at what the Padres have coming, try and finish this one off today. 4 in Arizona, off day on Monday for a couple of night games in Seattle against the Mariners next Tuesday and Wednesday, and you come home for a fun homestand. 4 with the Nationals, 3 with the Cubs, and then short trip up the 5 to LA. Runner goes, and Arias fouls it back. Mentioned that game against the Diamondbacks tomorrow. They're playing a doubleheader in Denver today. Diamondbacks scored 13 runs in game 1 on 18 hits. The Rockies had to use 7 pitchers in the first game of the doubleheader.
I'll tell you, what did I say the other day when we mentioned that?
You said it would be no problem.
No, I said that a situation like that will mess up your pitching staff for the next week or so.
A couple of rainouts between Arizona and Colorado and Denver. 0-2 to Joaquin Arias. Came in to replace Brandon Crawford, who was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Off the fists and into shallow center field. Amarista goes back, makes the catch, 2 away. Justin Maxwell.
I like how they put the pennants in order in the standings, right?
Gonna have to change them in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Runner goes. No stolen base for Belt. Maxwell, ground out, strikeout, ground out. Frank Garcia's trying to finish it off and get Ian Kennedy his 2nd win of the year.
Oh, where did that miss?
Nine runs on 16 hits and no errors for the Padres.
Guess that ball was low.
Answers your question. 2-0 Maxwell. Ground ball. Amarista. And that's the ball game. The Padres put up some big offensive numbers this afternoon, and they take the 3rd game of this series 9-1. Mike Pomerantz coming up. Padres Live, the postgame show. What do we got?